In the search for perfection when it comes to racing, I've come up with an idea that might help you when trying to cut your Corflute. I know this has been talked about a lot. There's a lot of solutions out there, and you can buy a cutting blade for this from somewhere. It's quite expensive to bring into Australia. The other option is to use your Stanley knife like this, but that's failed virtually every time for me. The other option is to use a pair of scissors. That doesn't work either. And I've come up with a solution that's working for me, and I'll just show you. So, what I've come up with, obviously these are the frames, you know, for a straight, and we're back to the old Corflute thing to lay down as a track. You can see here I've tried to cut a section to fit in there, and you can just see how poorly I've done. Look at the gaps on both sides. It's just such a crap job, and that was done using a blade, using this with just the blade sticking out. But even then you sort of slip and you go into the next groove, and it's absolutely hopeless. I started out great, and then as I got towards the end, you can just see how bad it is. And look, it still works to race the cars, but I'd like to see it sitting nice and flush. So I've come up with this idea. These cutting boards, this is from a cricket machine. They're just paper cutters, or you know, really thin material cutters, and they have a blade. I'm sure you've seen all these, and they have a blade that slides along and gives you that perfect straight edge. And I thought, you know what, if I take this out and slot it into a groove and off I go, I'm going to have a perfect straight edge. And lo and behold, it's exactly what it does. You can see here, perfect straight cut on that test piece. And what it does, it just cuts through one side, and then you just turn it over and cut the other side. And it's perfectly straight, you know, absolutely looks like it's machine cut. I've got one set up here at the moment, ready to cut this long board as a test piece. I'm going to go left-handed and hopefully it'll work. So, hang on, I can't go left-handed, sorry. I need to secure this. Yeah, so that's just sitting in a groove. Sorry, that's just sitting in a groove, and here we go. And that's about as far as I can go. And you can see it's a perfect cut all the way through. Perfectly straight, in line with that groove. Then obviously flip it over and you'll be able to get it completely cut all the way through. So yeah, just a handy little tip. You can actually buy these as a replacement for your cutter. I think this cost me a couple of dollars years ago. I've had this for years, and I just took it out of the cupboard. So yeah, you see that little blade's just enough to get through. A very handy little cutting tip. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have tried using that, but if you are trying to use the Corflute? Why can't I never say the name? This stuff. That's what you need. It's just this little cutter. That'll get through it in seconds. Perfect cut every time.